What's up, guys? Rudilanel here, come back at you with another batch tutorial. Alright, I'm going to get the Windows command line ready to go, and we're going to avoid Notepad++ for a little bit longer, because, we've been working with the file system. We've been trying to manipulate files, we've been trying to move in and out of folders. With the change directory command, we've been trying to move files, rename directories, and all that jazz. And today, we're going to be checking out how to copy files. So, I'm actually going to create some new stuff here, in just one moment. And now at this point we should be ready to rock. I just had to quickly pause the video and actually delete all the stuff that I just did in the other video. And I didn't want to show you guys how I would delete that because I want to save that for another video and, all that jazz. But hey, let's actually check out what we're going to be doing today. Now, I want to introduce you guys the copy command. And this is a lot like move, and it's actually just spelling out the entire word. It's C-O-P-Y. And that's our copy command. Let's check out the help file before we actually get started with anything. Now, it just lets us know that this copies one or more files to another location. So that's pretty awesome. We have the ability to copy multiple files, so we're going to be playing with that and taking a look if we can use that and that sort of thing. So here we got the syntax and all the capital letters and all the flags we can supply. We're going to need the source and the destination. So we obviously need to know what file we're trying to copy and where we want to copy it to. So we've got the source, specifies the file or file to be copied, and the destination specifies the directory and or file name for the new file. And there's an S there because you could be using multiple. Now, if you check out these flags, though, we can indicate an ASCII text file. We've got the binary file, but we don't really have to worry about those. Along with the -d tag when we're decrypting the destination file, none of this is really that important to us just yet. We can use a -v tag, which will actually verify that the new files are written correctly. So if you want to be able to make sure that everything is running correctly, you can supply that tag. There's the short file name notation, that sort of thing with the -n tag. We don't really need that. Now the -y tag and the -y or the -y, these are kind of nice because it'll ask you if you want to overwrite anything or not, and we can actually set it up so it doesn't ask us if we want to overwrite any existing file. So we can just sort of like force the file to be copied no matter what. And there's a network file, that sort of thing, and a symbolic link, but we don't have to worry about those too much. So let's check out this one here though, this little paragraph. The switch-y tag may be present in the copy CMD environment variable. This may be overridden with the -y on the command line. The default is to be prompt on an overwrite unless copy command is being executed from within a batch script. So this is a lot like the move command that we checked out in the last video. If we don't supply or build any other functionality inside of a batch script, it will overwrite whatever we say. So we might want to make sure we build ourselves like a conditional statement and actually test if a file exists before we try and overwrite anything and that sort of thing. But that's really all there is to it. To append files, specify a single file for destination but multiple files for source using wildcards or like file 1, file 2, and file 3. Okay, so the way we can actually check this out is go ahead and do this. The multiple files by using wildcard. If you guys can remember a wildcard, we have been using the asterisk, and that's like the shift formation of the 8 key on your keyboard. And what that will do is actually return anything. It is potentially a wildcard. If we dir for anything here, if we check out anything, we get returned everything, because obviously that'll fill in. But if we only check out things that are batch scripts, like if we do anything that ends in a .bat extension, we've got all those. What if we dir anything that started with a D? We've got desktop, documents, downloads, and Dropbox. So we have some choices here. We can actually manipulate the wildcard to whatever we need. But if we don't want, what if we didn't want to copy everything? What if we only wanted to be able to check out some files but not all of them? Because if we wanted like all of the text files, maybe we don't want all of the text files. Maybe we only want some of them. So we can't use this wildcard. We have to actually supply something else. But anyway, let's actually try out the copy command. Let's see how this works. I'm gonna really easily create a new folder, and then I'll create a new file. I'll just echo stuff into new file.txt. And that's pretty easy. That's using some redirection that we just learned a little bit recently. And now we can just use the copy command. Let's use copy. We need another parameter. We actually need the source, new file.txt. And let's say we want to move this actually into a new file here. Other file.txt. Now if we dir, we've got new file and other file. And they're both the same. If we actually check them out inside Notepad++, got new file and other file. Oh, pressed the wrong button there. Sorry about that. New file and other file. Let's open up both of them. Stuff and stuff. So these are both the same file. We can tell that we've copied them and everything correctly. So now let's use that that wildcard. We can copy all of the text files into folder. New file, other file, and 2 files copied. Okay, that's pretty awesome. So let's check out folder. Let's get in there. And now we've got new file, another file, and that sort of thing. Okay, let's head back and create a new folder. Now what I want to do is I want to show you that that when we're using the plus sign to actually append files together. It's because I want to show you how this will work. It's a little bit different, a little bit strange. Let's check it out. If we did copy new file plus other file, and we're going to move into destination, let's say, what was it? New folder. Okay, new file.txt and other file text, 1 file copied. Let's check it out. New folder, dir. New file is in here, but not other file. That's a little weird, isn't it? And it only told us 1 file copy. That's really strange. Let's check it out. You can see up here in our regular folder that we had copied things over to, we have 7 bytes for the new file and 7 bytes for the other file. And it let us know previously that 2 files were copied. But in this case, it's only saying 1 file is copied. So let's give this a go. Let's open up Notepad. And we can check out that inside our new folder, we only have this file here, but it's potentially both of the other files. In fact, it just appended them on, just like it said in the help file. It'll actually append the files together. So that's a little strange. So what if we didn't want to actually have that happen, though? What if we wanted to have only some of the text files be copied, not all of the text file by using a wildcard? So let's give this a go. Let's change out of here. I'm going to create a new folder again. And what we'll do is we can actually set up like a for loop, because maybe we don't want to copy all of the files here. We can actually echo stuff into old file.txt, stuff into something.txt, and that sort of thing. So we've got a whole ton of text files. We've got all of these text files, but maybe only want some of them inside the copy or that sort of thing. We can actually set up a for loop. If we use for I, and I'm only going to be using 1% sign here, remember, because we're inside the shell, we're not in the batch script, for I in, and we set up our set, and we can actually supply the file names to be what we want to work with. I'm going to just use other file.txt and something.txt, and what we can do is we can copy I to other folder. It'll loop through those, and it'll copy those ones, instead of copying all of the text files that would have happened if we supplied the wildcard or the asterisk. So we've got some options here, but actually when we do it this way, we can actually supply anything inside that set, remember. So we can potentially add in like script.bat. And now it'll ask to overwrite some of these. We can say yes here, and it'll do the other one. And of course, we can supply that -y tag for the copy command, and it won't ask us to copy. It won't ask us to overwrite those other ones. So there you go, guys. You've got some pretty interesting knowledge with the copy command. But before we close up this video, I want to show you something else that you can do, because you can, with the copy command, actually copy things to another drive. Now, if you've got like a D drive and an E drive and an F drive, like your CDs, maybe your USB drives, maybe your SD card for your camera or something, maybe you just want to be simple and be able to copy these things. So what we can do is we can copy new file.txt, and then we can just supply -D and the colon for that drive. It'll copy it over there, and we can navigate to that drive just by typing in the name of it. And now we're there. If we check it out, we've got new file.txt. So with copy, we can actually supply any path regardless of the drive that it's in. So that makes things pretty easy and pretty awesome, you know? Thank you guys for watching, though. I know this one was a whole lot to cover, and I did kind of throw in some curveballs, especially for this one, because there's some pretty interesting quirks to the copy command. Sort of. I mean, only if you try and go a little bit more advanced with the copy command, there's some stuff to do. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next tutorial. Bye.